So it is travel day. We are heading off to Costa Rica to study abroad. You guys, I think I showed you my packing cubes, so I still have those. And there is a closet area here where I could keep my clothes if I were going to really unpack. But if I'm staying for somewhere just a couple weeks or less than a month, I don't really unpack too much. I just keep things packed. This is my bathroom. I'm so grateful because I have hot water all the time. I hung up my carpet up there just so it could dry. I have my own space. I have a full kitchen. Um, there's a TV here, windows, and just a beautiful yard area. I don't know if you guys can hear the birds, but oh, you're probably hearing dogs barking at this point. But yeah, welcome to Costa Rica. So I am currently in Costa Rica. I am 1 week into my living abroad experience, living with a family, going to Spanish school. Classes are Monday through Friday, 4 hours a day, so pretty intense. I'm doing the group classes here with this program, but they also have private classes, and I know some of the other students are doing private classes. But I just want to talk, just reflect a little bit on where I'm at this moment, and talk a little bit about how I'm feeling overall. So overall, I'm feeling pretty positive about the experience, about the program, and most importantly, I think about the family that I'm living with. I think I really just had a really, I want to say lucky. I've been lucky. I feel really grateful to have the experience that I've had and be living with the family that I'm living with. They're very kind to me, gave me such a beautiful space. And I feel like I'm just, if nothing else, but yeah, there will be more. But if nothing else, I definitely have had an opportunity to connect with people. And that's the goal, regardless of what you're doing with the language, right? Is to have the opportunity to connect with people. So I want to talk a little about what challenged me today here at the 1 week mark. What challenged me today is that in my class, it's a bit more advanced. I mean, the classes, you guys are going to hear some noise. My family is around. My Costa Rican family is around. What challenged me today is that I guess I must be in a pretty advanced class. They don't necessarily, I guess, tell you what your level is. There's just different classrooms and different students. But from what I hear and speaking with the other students, I think one of my classes is pretty advanced. And the challenge for me today was just feeling like I belonged in the class, not because anyone made me feel like I didn't belong, but I guess just that level of not feeling very certain or secure in your handle on the language. And that's definitely where I'm at, right? I still many days wake up feeling like I'm a beginner, like, that I'm a very beginner, although I do have 2 years under my belt. But even at this stage, I can see a lot of growth, but I think at times it's easy to look at the things that you're lacking, right? The things that you don't know yet. And sometimes when you look at the things that you don't know yet, it's so overwhelming, it's so big that you just feel like you have so far to go, right? So for me, that was one of my challenges today, was just reminding myself that I am in the right place and that I'm in the right class. And although there are many times that I feel like, oh my gosh, this is a lot, this is overwhelming, because we are learning some pretty complex grammatical structures and having some very complex conversations. We're talking about opinions, and if you're into language, subjective and conditional and infinitive and all of those things. And I don't normally like thrive in environments where there's talk about grammatics. And luckily in this program, I don't feel like they're talking about grammatics too much, but it's just a way to describe things. And so definitely they have to do it right. So that was a challenge for me, just feeling like, girl, you got this, right? Like, you got this, you're in the right place. And for the things that I don't know yet or that are more challenging for me, to recognize that this is just a sign that I'm growing, right? This is an opportunity for me to grow and to not feel frustrated with myself or to feel as though, I don't know, that I'm not going to get it, although I don't get it at this moment. That just with time, with exposure, the more that I hear it, the more that I see it, the more that I practice it, that I'm definitely going to get it. So that was a little bit of a challenge today. I think it's always a bit of a challenge when you're pushed out of your comfort zone. But if I were in my comfort zone, I wouldn't be uncomfortable.
Hola y muy buenos días. Es el siguiente día y sí, gracias a Dios, el clima está muy bien esta mañana. Y ayer fue un poco difícil, pero la verdad es que en la vida tenemos desafíos, ¿no? Con el español, con las clases a veces. Y cuando cosas son un poco más difíciles, es una oportunidad que tengamos para crecer, para cambiar, para aprender lo que necesitamos cambiar o cosas así, ¿sabes? Pues, así que, por lo menos esta mañana tengo ganas de hablar en español un poco con ustedes. Así que estoy en la calle, que es muy cerca de mi apartamento, y estoy caminando a la escuela, que solamente es muy cerca de mí. I'm practicing my Spanish porque yo tengo que preparar la boca, los músculos, para que por toda la clase yo tengo que hablar totalmente en español. Hay una regla que tenemos que se dice que no podemos hablar para nada en el inglés, así que en las mañanas me gusta tratar de pensar un poco y hablar un poco en el español para que yo pueda sentirme un poco mejor cuando estoy en la clase, porque no sé si ya saben, pero a veces en las mañanas el cerebro es un poco más lento y a veces es como la boca no quiere, no sé, hablar en los otros idiomas, los músculos no son preparados para hacerlo, ¿sabes? Así que cuando yo tengo mi tiempo me gusta tratar de hablar un poco en español para preparar la boca, los músculos.
So that's the whole idea. What made me laugh? What made me laugh today was I was practicing this grammatical structure. And so for me, in order to practice, one of the things I like to do is I like to just try and use it throughout the day and kind of repeat it, whatever the case may be. So what made me laugh today is I actually had an opportunity. My professora, the teacher of the class, she's really good. She's very good at her job. She does such a great job But the nice thing is she has a good balance with regard to, joking with us, like we can laugh. And so today, I guess one thing that made me laugh is I was able to kind of joke a little bit with her in Spanish. And that may seem like a small thing, but let me tell you, as a language learner, being able to successfully execute the right words with the right vibe, with the right sense of feeling, um, is is takes practice. It takes practice. So it made me laugh that for one, I was able to do it and I felt like I executed it well and I felt like I communicated the right feeling, if that makes sense. So that made me laugh today because I just felt um, kind of successful in that, like being able to joke with my professor, professor en English, profesora, lo que normalmente yo tengo que decir. Así que pues el siguiente es que, um, what did I learn about Costa Rican culture today? Well, I learned that, the people here are very kind. And I really always appreciate that about traveling, to be honest, whenever I'm outside of the United States. I almost feel a greater sense of certainty that the people around me are willing to help me even as I stumble and make mistakes because yes, I'm in Costa Rica, so I am actually out doing things and navigating real life and trying to do so in Spanish. And I feel grateful that the people are kind and patient and willing to explain things to me or maybe say things in a different way when it's challenging for me to understand. But yeah, the understanding is getting better. So I'm really, really grateful about that. And what did I learn about myself? I learned about myself today that I met with two other women who are in their 40s actually, um, who also decided to learn Spanish, and we had some time together today after class, and we were going to just talking about our overall experiences, what our frustrations have been, what we're feeling successful about, and overall how things are going. And I guess something that I learned about myself, or maybe it was a reminder, but I just haven't had much opportunity, was they both genuinely and authentically came to me and said, we really do appreciate your perspective, Nicole, and the way that you explain things is really helping us to grow in our confidence with Spanish and just gives us hope that we'll also grow because they're just kind of starting out on their journey of Spanish, and I'm a little bit further down the line than them. And so we were just talking about some tips and some things to kind of help them move along, and also to understand that part of the process when you're a student and when you're learning another language is that you are going to be frustrated. That's normal. And to just give yourself grace and to just expect that there's going to be some discomfort, and just getting to know yourself as a student and what works for you and what doesn't is half the battle when you're starting out as a student in another language, because everybody can tell you something about always do this, never do this, but along the way at some point you're going to realize what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And that's in a lot of areas of life, but once you realize that, then you can kind of set up you can kind of take ownership, I guess, over your I'm thinking in Spanish, you guys, over your language learning experience. And once you take some ownership, you feel more confident that you're going to learn because you start to know yourself better and how you learn. And so with speaking with these young ladies, it was just a reminder to me that I am a good teacher, because sometimes I forget that. But that's the reason why I'm here on YouTube. Although my channel is small and I still have a long way to grow, I do feel that it's something that I enjoy, that I'm passionate about, and that I'm good at it. I've been told that many times, but being with these ladies today, it just reminded me. And I think sometimes, we need those reminders. The world today, a lot of us live, without needing to have too much community around us. And the people who know us, they know us. And so they're not going to necessarily tell us every day what our gifts are because they're accustomed to the things that we're good at and what we're not good at. But, it's been refreshing for me to be around a new environment, a new community, and be in this environment kind of that's academic, just because it just makes me recognize some of the useful skills that I do have that are not necessarily work related, right? Like, you all know that I'm a nurse practitioner, that I've been doing that for over 20, 25 years. But one of the reasons why I have this channel is because I want to explore other aspects of myself and just get to know and get an opportunity to just experience the other aspects of my personality that don't revolve around work, right? So those are my reflections for today. And let me know some of your reflections, or if you have questions or things that you would like to know about my experience in Costa Rica. I'm fairly new to trying to share this information, but I remain open and want to hopefully provide you all with some value as well. So let me know below what you want to know, and what your questions are. And if you are on this journey of learning a language, how has it been going? And what are some of your frustrations? And what are some of your small wins? We were talking about, oh, this is another thing that made me laugh. You guys, I'm going to end this video, so don't worry, we're almost done. But and something that made me laugh, it reminded me of, how like when people are losing weight, they talk about non-scale victories, like things that you realize, or that you learn, or that you achieved that's not necessarily reflected on the scale if you're losing weight. And I'm going to share this just because I know that the focus of this channel generally is health, right? And so in thinking about a non-scale victory with Spanish, sometimes we're learning and we get a phrase and we get it right, but then sometimes there's times when you just understand something that somebody said to you, and maybe in the past you just didn't understand it, and suddenly you understand it. So I would say, yeah, I have had a couple non-scale victories in that I've had people say something to me, whereas in the past, those were moments where I was like, I have no idea what they said. But here, since I've been here in Costa Rica, I'm like, oh, I actually know what they said. So it's a non-scale victory. Like, sometimes it seems like a small thing, but it's huge in the day-to-day when you're picking up more and more and you're understanding more and more. So that is it for today. I hope that you found value in this video. If so, please go ahead and drop a like, leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts, what questions you have, what you'd like to see. And just remember that it's never too late to do what you desire to do. And so take care of your health. The reason why we take care of our health is so that we can enjoy our life. So I wish you all the best, and I hope that you have a very beautiful day. Till next time, bye.